Okay, so my screen is visible. My screen is visible. Yes. Okay. So first of all, I'll give you the description of your task 3, which is simple data manipulation with pandas. The description is the intern will create a basic web scraper using Python libraries like Beautiful Soup, and your responsibility is to follow the tutorial to understand the web scraping principle and techniques, and you have to develop a simple Python script to scrape a data from a static web page, and you have to extract relevant information such as text, links or images from web pages. Okay, so this is your web scraping task. So basically, first of all, I'll explain you what is web scraping first. Okay, so web scraping is the process of collecting and parsing the raw data from the web. Okay, so it's the process of collecting and parsing the raw data from the web, and the Python community has come up with some pretty powerful web scraping tools. Okay, so web scraping is to parse or scrape the text from the websites. Like you have to collect the data from websites using an automated process is known as web scraping. Okay, so now we'll see our code. See, here is our code. So first of all, for web scraping, you have to install the two libraries. Okay, first is your request, second is your BS4, which is beautiful soup 4. Okay, so you have to install these two libraries by using the pip install function. Okay, you have to go on your terminal. Okay, you have to go like this. You have to go on your terminal, then you have to write pip install request. Okay, so yes, you have to install this first library. Then after installing this, you have to install beautiful soup for this library. Okay, so these two libraries you have to install first, then your web scraping part will occur. Okay, so these two libraries you have to install first. Then now comes your code part. So here first of all you have to import the required libraries for web scraping, which is import request, and from bs4 means beautiful soup 4 import beautiful soup. Okay, so this you have to install. Now you have to, this is your URL of the web page to scrap. So here in the inverted commas you have to mention the URL. Okay, you have to replace this URL of the web page you want to scrap. So this URL is of my C. Yes, so this URL is of this site, I guess. Yes. Okay, so you have to go any site that you want to web scrap, then you have to copy this URL. Okay, and you have to paste. Okay, you have to copy this, then you have to paste it here. Okay, so this is your URL. Basically you have to copy the URL of which you want to web scrap. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll send a get request to the web page. Okay, we'll send a request. We have to use the request library. Okay, to send a get request to the web page you want to scrap. Okay, first of all we'll, yes, we'll send them the request that we want to web scrap your website. So for this we have to send them request. Here is your syntax. Okay, you have to mention, you have to create any variable, then you have to use request library request dot get function you have to use, and inside the bracket parenthesis you have to mention your URL. Okay, so this is how you can send a get request to the web page. Okay, now we'll check if the request was successful or not. Okay, now we will check if the request is successful, means the web page owner like gives us the permission that you can scrap, then see how to check the request was successful. You have to use if loop. Okay, if response, this variable response dot status underscore code equals 200. Okay, if your status code will be 200, then your request will be successful, otherwise your request will be denied. Okay, so you have to use if this variable name, okay, the request get request variable name dot status underscore code equals to 200, then your request was successful, then you can web scrap the website. Okay, now first we'll parse the HTML content of the web page. Okay, we will use beautiful soup to parse the HTML content of the page. Okay, now we'll see the HTML content of the page. So you have to assign the variable, then you have to use beautiful soup library, then you have to use response.text and the HTML parser. Okay, because you want to parse the HTML content of the page. Okay, this is how you can parse the HTML content. Okay, now comes the extract all the data from the page. So how to extract all the data from the page? Okay, so how to extract all the data? You have to use the soup library and you have to use this function, which is dot get underscore text. Okay, you have to use get underscore text function. So this is how you can extract all the text from the page. Now how to extract all the links from the page? This is your syntax. Okay, any variable name you have to assign, then this is your variable. Okay, then here is your h-reference. H-reference is used for the links part. Okay, h-reference is used for the links part and src used for the images part. Okay, and so this is your syntax. H-reference for a in soup dot find underscore all a, this variable. Okay, h-reference equal to means if your a in soup dot find underscore all, you have to find all the links from the page. Okay, this is your syntax. Now for extracting all the images from the page, you have to use same. Here is a, here is img. Okay, variable change. Here is h-reference, here is src. Okay, rest all are these things same. Here h-reference to, here src equal to. Okay, so this is your syntax for finding the images of your web page. Okay, now this is your print the extracted data. Now we'll print the extracted data. These are the extracted data. Okay, so now we'll print. So print page text and you are printing the page underscore text. This is you are printing the all text from the page. For links part you are printing the n links. For link in links you are printing this link, and for images you are printing this images. Okay, else if your status is not successful, okay, then you have to print f failed to retrieve the web page status code and you have to mention the status code. Okay, any status code except 200 means your request is denied. Okay, so yes, you have to print this then. So this is how you can web scrap. So basically I am going to explain you again brief part. You have to first install the basic library, which is request and beautiful soup for. Then you have to import these two library in your VS Code. I'm using VS Code. Okay, and then you have to paste the URL of the web page that you want to scrap. Then you have to send a get request to the web page. Okay, then you have to send the get request to the web page. Okay, then you have to check if the status of the code is 200, then it means the request was successful. Okay, otherwise not. Now you have to parse the HTML content of the page. So you have to use beautiful soup library, then you have to use response.text HTML parser. Okay, for parsing the HTML content. Now for extracting all the text from the page, you have to use get underscore text function. For links you have to use this syntax dot find underscore all, and for images you have to use this syntax. Here is a, here is image, and here is h-reference, here is src. Okay, and last you have to print, you have to write the print statement for all the extracted data. First is text, links and images. Okay, else if your status code is else, rather than like except of 200, then you have to write this statement, which is fail to retrieve the web page status code. You have to mention the status code. Okay, here it will tell you the status code. So now after running this, here will be your result. Okay, this is your result. So this is your extracted result. So here page text, first is page text. This is your page text, all the text from the page. So this, see this. So these are all the text. So these texts are extracted, okay, here. So these are all the text of the page, okay, of your file. Now comes the links part. Okay, so this is the links. Okay, you can also follow the link. Okay, so this is your link. So it will show you all the links that are in your web scraping website. Okay, so this is in your web scraping website, so this will show you links. So now comes all the links from the web page. So this is your all the links. Okay, it will show you, these are all the links of the web page, and it will tell you, see, each link is going to show you in the another page. Okay, so now this is your links part. Now comes your images part. So this is your images part. Okay, this will show you the images. Okay, this is how you can extract the images. Okay, by clicking, by copying this, you can see the images part. Okay, so yes, this is your extracted data. This is your web scraping. Okay, what you have to do, web scraping is basically scrap the data, okay, of any website you wish. Okay, so you can scrap the data. You can also see the text and the links and the images they use. Okay, and also you can use these things in your own website too. If you want to make a website, then you can extract the data, text, links and images, and that you have to copy and you can paste in your website. Okay, so for this web scraping, okay, for this web scraping is an important role. Okay, so yes, this is your basically task 3 for web scraping. I hope this is clear.